I hope the audio worked this time. Good morning, everyone. Alessandro Piovesan from the silo at the magnificent Hunt Hill Farm. And yes, magnificent indeed. This place is amazing, and I feel so blessed to wake up in paradise every morning, rejoiced and ready for another awesome, best day of my life. This is another little section in the 1836 barn, Rukinski's home. You can see here on my left side, these little teddy bears, they were here. Part of some of the items we were able to save. Then we discovered the history. They were part of the Silo Kids store, which used to be down the road where a restaurant called Upper Crust is now. So they used to be Silo Kids or Silo 2. And these teddy bears were a very popular thing back then, as far as I heard. But Silo Kids became a little problem for the Silo because Ruth really wanted the kids and everybody to come up here. So, but they end up going down the road because that's where all the cool toys and fun kid stuff was. And then Ruth decided to close Silo Kids down the road and bring it up to the Silo. So these are the remaining little um, teddy bears that we have and some little other things. They're pretty cool. They move everything, arms and legs and heads and all. Very articulated. Cool little things. So how was your great weekend? And enjoy the time. Hopefully the last snow of the season. Who knows? Maybe not. So beautiful, so cool. And I just want to, wish you an awesome beginning of the week and a morning that is so fantabulous. And hopefully you are filling yourself up with good stuff, good energy, good vibes, good intentions, and tons of energy and desire to keep going towards making today and tomorrow and every day that you are alive the best day of your life, the best day of your living. Because I believe that life is an awesome thing, is awesome, is a gift that you receive every morning. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and is, I guess, one of the only gifts that allow you to be and do anything you want. So took me a while to understand how to separate a life and living, something that comes to me for free, powerful, great, awesome, beautiful, and something that I decide how it's going to reflect in my life, in my living. Because there was a time in my life where I used to blame life for everything. Life sucks. Life is this. Life is that. Life. And poor life. Life has no fault at all for my choices and the consequences of those choices. Yes, I love life. I love living. I love my life. And I love my friends too and all the good stuff that's going on every day. Challenges we have. Like I say, life is a challenge and we must take it. You must take it. Of course, you can choose to give up. You can choose to not care for. You can choose not to fight for what you want and for the life and the living that you want for yourself is a choice, right? Same way, life is for you. Then you have the free will. You can choose whatever you want, and some people choose to hide behind, excuses and feelings and mental laziness. Sometimes, who knows? Who am I? Oh, this is a part of live when the music's over. My favorite song ever. So, I keep playing around. And remember, this is my time where I pick this 1.5, 2 hours to do whatever I want to do. And I'm really trying to learn this guitar and some other cool things. But it ain't easy, but it's awesome once you get there. And that's kind of my thought of the day today, going to this kind of mindset. As I said, I wrote these thoughts years ago when things were working for me, but I wanted to keep my mind focused and make sure that I understand everything that's going on when you're in this process of, I don't know, evolution, maybe spiritual, mental, physical. I would wake up in the morning and write the thoughts. Later, I will try to digest and see if it was a message coming for me. Before I started to, think of my day and my schedule, my things, as soon as you open your eyes, I thought of something, got a piece of paper or record and go and put it there. Cool, right? So this one says this: to win, you must believe. To believe, you must want. And you must like to fight for it. Hmm. There is nothing that can be compared with the feeling of conquering your dreams. Yes, that is true. Even if your life seems easy, never stop fighting for your dreams and objectives. In life, everything requires a bit of struggle, a bit of fight. And it is true. It's so cool, right? When you're working on something, on a project or whatever it is, and things work, you finish, you deliver, you feel that, wow, yeah, it's done, I'm good. Or when I'm able to, get the songs right that I want. I've been trying for decades. I got a few, but it's accomplishing, it's fulfilling for me when I'm able to sit by myself here, and even with the exercises and things that I do, I have fun because it's sounds coming out of what I'm trying to do. And of course, I love to put something on the TV and on the radio and play. I got some backtracks and stuff, but it doesn't matter. Is It's fulfilling for me. I really appreciate that, and I like that. And sometimes, I guess throughout the years, after learning things and understanding how the world works and how people are, and this and that, and how we go here and there, things appear to become easier. But I guess it's not the fact that they're easier. I think they're still hard and difficult like they used to be. But we get wiser, I guess. You fall so many times and then you get up and you keep going. So I don't think that things got easier. I think I got wiser. And then looking at the opportunities and possibilities, you can make some better decisions. But it's always that struggle, right? We're always trying to achieve something, do something, deal with some things and certain things here and there. And thriving, it doesn't mean that everything just flows smoothly. No, because actually, when you're thriving, meaning you're being successful, there's so many other things attached to it and so many other challenges to stay. Because honestly, arrive is not that hard. Stay where you are, where you want it to be, is the hardest part. Not to lose the focus and keep evolving to allow you to, continue living the way you would like to. And sometimes appears to be easier. Things flow more naturally. Everything is kind of smooth. These are important times for us to really pay attention on what's going on and make sure that we took the necessary steps to prevent us from being thrown back into certain um, undesirable positions. It could be in many ways, psychological, physical, financial, and so on and so forth. But this is the challenge of life, is being able to understand how the puzzle works and how can you feel good in your own head? How can you feel good in this own universe that is controlled by you so you don't get distracted and also continue to be capable of realizing everything that's going on and being fair, not only to yourself, but to those around you and the world, the whole world. Everything that you do that is good, that helps somebody, helps everyone, right? In the meantime, here, if you can, send to your friends or share with your friends positivevibrationsalways.org. Or send them directly to my YouTube page. And there, hit subscribe, hit the little button, help me out. We're getting there. We're just bringing so many awesome people and the interactions and exchanges. There are some cool transformations coming very soon, and I will share with you guys. So this was going to help me a lot. In this struggle of life and the living and the search, the quest to make today the best day of your living, we're always faced with hardship and strong stuff and different things and doubts and all kinds of confusion sometimes. If you're feeling this way, if you're feeling a little lost, if you think that you're kind of drifting towards darkness or away from your core because it's too much success and awesome things happening, if you're feeling lost, just come back home, come inside of yourself where you know who you are, where you find all the strength and the answers for your questions. This is where you can meet yourself with no barriers, no masks, no pretending, no nothing. And access all your strengths. Look into your past achievements and the times in your life that you have been happy. Open those reserved buckets and remember how happiness feels. You've been there. No matter how big, how long, for how long it left. But as long as you have tasted in your life, even if for a millisecond, you have that idea how awesome it is to be happy. And look at your boxes with all the impossible moments, all those times that you looked at it and thought, I am not going to make it. It's impossible for me. I can't do it. I don't have what it takes. And yet here you are. We are here, right? You're here. You have another awesome day to live today. And hopefully you have another one tomorrow. So you know you got the strength. You got that power. Don't let anything, cloud your mind or your thought or your judgments. But then life may still be hard and difficult and you don't know what's going on still yet. But look at the box of the stinky stuff. This is the one that contains all the crap that you have done, all the bad stuff that you threw in the world, regardless, willingly, unwillingly, it doesn't matter. It's yours in your box and you're going to have to deal with it. Realizing your contributions to the living you're living today, to the way you are living today, is a super important point to help you keep moving forward and really clear everything, to have that clean understanding of, what's your responsibility and what isn't. But most of the bad stuff, we have so much responsibility there. So once you can deal with it, you can be happy. You have the strength and you're going to pay your karma, your prices, or whatever you're going to call it. But then your life is going to just flourish into something beautiful. Your living is going to be all that you're looking for because it's here, it's in your head, it's in your mind. Of course, you can't look to the stinky box and have your mind erase it because that's not the way it works. But everything else, you have the power to drive your thoughts, to drive your actions, to drive everything inside of your mind. Once you got to this realization and you got home and found yourself, then come back here. And if you are interested and open for new tools and possibilities that could help you, maximize the tuning of your brains, that can lead you towards living or realizing the living of your dreams. We're starting the Silo experiential workshop series this weekend, the 26th and 27th. It's unbelievable. This is Survivor to Thriver, tools to get us unstuck. You hear amazing stories of individuals that have been down the gutters, the super dark gutters of life, including myself, followed by professionals in the field of neuroplasticity, brain works, people that have a tremendous understanding of how our head and how our minds work. And they're going to explain, why we make some decisions in our lives when we want to actually do A, but we end up doing B, Z, C, D, whatever the alphabet is. And how can we control that? How can we control those impulses in our head and our brains to help us create new paths that could lead towards an awesome life, happiness. Yeah. Okay. So share with your friends, share with everybody. Workshop.thesilo.org. I believe we only have one spot available now for Saturday, but the month of March is already open, so you can register for March, and soon you'll be able to register for April. And this is all coming at no cost to the participants, thanks to all the professionals that are volunteering their time, their expertise, and their love to make this happen. And Healthcare Advocates International from Stratford, they are awesome people interested in sharing the good stuff and are big believers of the mission of what we're trying to achieve at the Silo and Hunt Hill Farm and the Henderson's legacy and all this good stuff. So come join us. It's totally worth. And if you really need, if you feel that you can use some extra tools, join us. It's totally worth, right? And also, in the meantime, if you are looking for ways or a place where you could just relax, be yourself, enjoy Mother Nature and birds and healing, positive, shining, great, loving, solidarity filled energy, come here, come to the silo, come to Hunt Hill Farm. If I'm around, I'll give you a ride, I'll show you things, I'll tell you stuff, or just leave you alone and you can walk around and rejoice yourself. Okay? I want to wish you a tremendously awesome, happy new day, new week, new year, new everything, with tons of love and happiness, their courage and their understanding and their inspiration to make today the best day of your living. Because you got everything you need. You got it. All you need maybe is a little tuning to get there with tons and tons and tons of positive vibrations always. Thank you. All right.